You had always known it was dangerous to fall for your best friend's brother. John Jungkook, tall, handsome, effortlessly cool, was the kind of guy who had girls tripping over themselves for his attention. But for you, he was more than just your best friend's brother. He was the person who made your heart race in the quiet moments, who unintentionally made you blush whenever he ruffled your hair in passing. You never confessed, not when he casually called you kid, even though you were just a year younger, not when he flashed that annoying smirk at you when catching you staring, and definitely not when your best friend Jeon warned you that Jungkook was impossible to read when it came to relationships. So you were content with the stolen glances, the way he sometimes looked at you a second too long before looking away, the rare soft moments when he asked you if you had eaten or why you looked tired. It was enough. But sometimes you wonder if he even saw you as anything more than Jiun's friend. You and your bestie were coming back from school. You were in the middle of ranting about your math teacher's sudden pop quiz when Jiun suddenly smirked and nudged you with her elbow. So, how long are we going to pretend you don't have a crush on my brother? She said teasingly while you nearly tripped over your own feet. Excuse me? Jiun laughed as you nearly choked on air. Oh, please, I see the way you look at him. Your face burned. I do not look at him in any way. And I totally believe that. You crossed your arms, scowling. I don't even think about him, really, because you just changed the subject way too fast, almost like you're hiding something. She said with a grin, making you more nervous. You groaned, rubbing your temples. I swear you are so annoying. That made her giggle. That's what best friends are for. No, best friends are supposed to support each other, not expose their very obvious feelings. She said, cutting you off. You glared at her. For the last time, I do not have feelings for your brother. June hummed thoughtfully. Okay, then answer this. Why do you always get weirdly quiet whenever he enters the room? You hesitated. That's just because he's loud and distracting. And why did you almost break your neck trying not to look at him when he was working out in the living room yesterday? You clenched your jaw because sweat is gross. She smirked, right, and I'm secretly dating his best friend. Wait, you are what? I'm not. That was a sarcasm, you idiot. You sighed, rubbing your face. Can we not do this? Jian grinned, clearly enjoying herself. Fine, fine, I'll drop it. You exhaled in relief, but just as you thought you were safe, Jian smirked and added, for now. You groaned. I hate you, love you too, my bestie. Okay, leave this. Tell me, are you coming to my house this evening? You looked at her confused. Your house? Why? She sighed heavily. Because I'm not allowed to go out for 2 days except school because of punishment, and my brother's friends will be in the house tonight because they are planning his birthday party. I need my bestie's company or I will die out of boredom. Wait, so you're basically asking me to suffer with you? You said, narrowing your eyes while she grinned. No, I'm telling you to suffer with me. That's what best friends do. You scoffed. I don't remember signing up for this. She clutched her chest dramatically. Oh, so you would rather let me die of boredom after everything we have been through? You rolled your eyes. Everything? June, the most we have suffered together was when we failed that history quiz because we thought the Boston Tea Party was an actual tea party. Gosh, that was so embarrassing. Everyone laughed at us. Exactly. And we survived just like we'll survive tonight. And by we, you mean me suffering while you make me do stupid things, right? You catch on fast. Now get ready by 7, she said with a smirk. June's house was always warm, always inviting. You practically lived there at this point, spending so much time with her that even Jungkook barely reacted when you showed up unannounced. But today was different. Jungkook's birthday was approaching and the house was buzzing with preparations. His close friends were in the house planning what special to do. You were excited, assuming you were automatically invited until you heard something you weren't supposed to. You were about to enter the kitchen when a familiar voice made you stop. She's coming, right? I mean, she's always here. Minji, you never really liked her, but you tolerated her because she had been orbiting around Jungkook for months. Then Jungkook's voice came. I don't want her there. The air left your lungs. You gripped the doorframe, unable to move. Maybe you misheard. Maybe he meant someone else. Really, I thought she was close to you guys since she visited your house more than anyone. A pause, then Jungkook's next words hit like a slap. It's my birthday. She's not even my age. I don't want her there. I hate dealing with her. Hate, you felt physically sick. Your mind reeled. Had you been annoying him this whole time? Had he been pretending to be nice? You know your sister is so close to her, right? What would you tell her? I don't need to say anything. It's my birthday and I can choose whom I want to invite or not. You didn't wait to hear more. Your feet moved on their own, carrying you out of the house before the tears could spill out. Ryan, yeah, what happened to you? Why are you leaving? You ignored the way Jion called after you. You ignored the way your heart cracked open. All this time you had been trying to hide your feelings, but it turned out he never cared in the first place. Jungkook came out when he saw his sister standing outside worried. What happened to you? Why are you standing here? She looked at him. I don't know what happened to Ryan. She left and she didn't look well. Jungkook's brows furrowed. Ryan was here? She nodded. Yeah, I called her for a sleepover but don't know what happened to her. I'm worried. Jungkook looked in the direction. Talk to her tomorrow. She nodded. For days you avoided Jion's house. Of course, she asked you why did you leave so suddenly that day and you made an excuse saying you got your periods but you knew she would believe that hardly. You didn't tell her the truth. You didn't want to. Jungkook too made several attempts to check on you because of course he texted you. Each message felt like a cruel joke. He had no idea, so you did the only thing you could. You left him on read. The night of Jungkook's birthday, you stayed home. June called you again and again, but you avoided. But you felt bad for her, so you finally answered. Where the hell are you? I'm waiting here. And Jungkook, he's been looking for you, you know? You clench your jaw. Yeah, well, I'm sure he's fine without me. What is up with you two? He seemed disappointed. Disappointed. You scoffed, more like relieved. June, I'm sorry. I have other plans. And so while Jungkook celebrated, you curled up in bed trying not to think about how much it hurt. June sighed as you ended the call. Jungkook came near her. He was restless from the time the party started. He was expecting you to be the first one to arrive, but there was no sign of you till now. The party was in full swing, loud music, people laughing, and food spread across the tables, but Jungkook was barely paying attention. Something felt off. Frowning, he spotted Jiun sitting on the couch. He walked over, shoving his hands into his pockets. Where's Ryan? Why isn't she here yet? Jiun sighed, lowering her phone. I don't know. Something is really off. She said she would come, but now she's not replying. Did something happen? He said, frowning while she shrugged her shoulders. That's what I'm wondering. Did you do anything? I don't remember doing anything. What's the problem? He said, crossing his arms. Before Jiun could reply, a familiar, annoyingly high-pitched voice interrupted. Jungkook, there you are, the birthday boy. Jungkook immediately stiffened. Jiun instantly perked up, a small but excited smile forming on her lips. Unni, you made it. Jungkook, on the other hand, had to fight the urge to sigh. He turned his head slightly, forcing himself to remain polite as Sophie walked over, her usual smug expression in place. Of course, I couldn't miss his birthday, she smirked. Eyeing Jungkook. I mean, we always have such a good time together, don't we? Jungkook's jaw clenched. No, they didn't. Jiun, oblivious to his irritation, leaned in slightly. You should have told me earlier that you were coming. I would have made sure to save you a seat. Oh, you're sweet, but don't worry, I'm here now. She turned to Jungkook. Happy birthday, Jungkook. Jungkook forced a smile. Minji walked to him and whispered slightly, only for him to hear. You said you were not inviting her, then why she's here? Jungkook looked at her. I have no idea, and I swear, I have no will to enjoy my birthday anymore. Hey, don't say that. And also, where's Ryan? Did you not tell her the time? Your sister isn't even enjoying without her bestie. Jungkook looked at her, as if I am. What? Jungkook shook his head. Nothing. Jungkook clenched his fists. He couldn't believe this. The one person he actually wanted here, needed here, was missing because of a stupid misunderstanding. And now he was stuck with Sophie trying to flirt with him. But no, he wasn't doing this. Without another word, he turned on his heel and stormed towards the door. June blinked. Wait, where are you going? Jungkook didn't even look back to get her. I'm not celebrating without Ryan. And with that, he was gone. As you were curled up on the couch, there was a loud knock on your door. You ignored it, then another and another. Annoyed, you opened the door only to find Jungkook standing there, arms crossed, looking utterly unimpressed. You were surprised to see him at your door when he was supposed to be celebrating his birthday. Are you seriously avoiding me? You swallowed. I'm busy. He stepped inside anyway. Bullshit. What's the matter? Why didn't you come? Talk to me. You glared at him, finally letting your anger come out. Why? So you can tell me to my face that you don't want me around? Jungkook's frown deepened. What the hell are you talking about? And then before you could stop yourself, the words came pouring out. I heard you, Jungkook. I heard you say you didn't want me at your birthday, that you hated dealing with me. His eyes widened, and for the first time he looked completely caught off guard. What? I said that I don't want to see you? You laughed bitterly. Don't act surprised. Just say it outright. If you never wanted me around, you should have told me instead of pretending to care. Jungkook's jaw clenched. I never said that. Your anger flared. I heard you with my own ears. He ran a frustrated hand through his hair. Wait, who told you that? You hesitated. I heard you talking to Minji. You said that. You said just because of June, you are tolerating me. And just like Jungkook finally understood the whole situation. He ran a frustrated hand through his hair before looking at you. Did you hear your name? Did I say I don't want you? You swallowed, looking away. No, you didn't mention my name, but it was about me. I'm the only one who is so close to June, and I'm not even the age group of your friends, and I'm the one who is always in your house. He sighed, looking at you in disbelief. I can't believe you overthink and misunderstand things to this extent and didn't even try to clarify it. The girl I was talking about was Sophie and not you. Your heart stuttered. What? Jungkook stepped closer. I told her that I hated dealing with her, that I didn't want her at my party, not you. Never you. Everything you thought you knew came crashing down. So, you don't hate me? Jungkook looked almost offended. Are you kidding? You are the only one I actually wanted there, and I left the party in the middle to bring you with me because I don't want a birthday celebration without you. Jungkook's words hung in the air between you. Your heart pounded so loudly you were sure he could hear it. You stared at him, trying to process everything. The way his jaw was tense, the way his fingers curled slightly like he was holding himself back, the way his dark eyes locked onto yours, intense, unwavering. You mean that? Jungkook's expression didn't waver. Of course I do. You swallowed hard. But I thought you thought wrong. He cut you off, your lips parted, but no words came out. You wanted to believe him, God, you wanted to, but the doubt still lingered. Jungkook sighed and ruffled his hair, looking frustrated. You always jump to conclusions, don't you? Your eyes narrowed. Excuse me? He huffed a laugh, shaking his head. You always assume the worst when it comes to me. Your throat tightened because you never gave me a reason to think otherwise. Jungkook was silent for a long moment, then he took a step closer. Maybe I should have. The air between you felt different now, charged, heavy with something you didn't dare name. You think I don't care about you? You hesitated. I do. Your breath hissed. And you know what's funny? I thought you were the one who didn't care. You frowned. What? He exhaled sharply, running a hand through his hair. You always act so unaffected, like nothing gets to you, like I don't get to you. Your pulse quickened. I don't. Stop it already. You sucked in a sharp breath. You avoid looking at me sometimes, but when you do, it's like you're scared of what you'll find. Your stomach flipped, and now I know why. You were scared I didn't care. He took another step closer, but you were wrong. Your fingers curled into fists at your sides. Then tell me what I was wrong about. Jungkook didn't hesitate. You were wrong about everything. And then he said the words that turned your world upside down. I like you. The room felt smaller, or maybe it was just the way Jungkook was standing so close that you could smell his cologne, so close that you felt dizzy just looking at him. Your mind was racing, but no thoughts were forming, just white noise. You what? Jungkook huffed a quiet laugh. Do I need to say it again? Your heart pounded against your ribs. No, You're June's brother, Jungkook smirked. I think we have established that. You let out a breathless laugh, shaking your head. I can't believe this. Believe it. Silence stretched between you. Your thoughts were jumbled, your emotions all over the place. Silence stretched between you. Your thoughts were jumbled, your emotions all over the place, and then because you were you, because humor was your only defense mechanism, you blurted out. This feels illegal. Jungkook laughed loud and genuine. It's not. Your lips twitched. June will kill me. I'll protect you. The butterflies in your stomach went wild. Now go and get ready fast. I left the party in the middle. Everyone must be waiting and wondering where I disappeared. You chuckled softly. You are unbelievable. Just give me 5 minutes. He nodded while you ran upstairs in excitement. The party was still lively when Jungkook walked back in, with you right beside him. Conversations quieted for a moment as people noticed your arrival. You felt a little awkward, especially with Jungkook's firm grip on your wrist, as if he wasn't letting you disappear again. Before you could say anything, Jiun came storming towards you. Girl, where the hell were you? And what was all that drama? You glanced at Jungkook, then at her, lips curling into a guilty smile. Sorry. Jiun narrowed her eyes, immediately crossing her arms. Wait. She looked between you and Jungkook, then gasps. You guys are smiling. What happened? Jungkook smirked, clearly enjoying the moment. Should I say it, or do you want to? You blinked at him, confused. Say what? Jungkook turned to the crowd, making sure everyone was listening, and then, with a casual confidence that made your stomach flip, he dropped the bombshell. We are dating. There was a long silence. Jiun's mouth fell open. People around you froze. What? You didn't see that coming. Jungkook chuckled at your reaction, tightening his arm around your waist as if making sure you didn't run away. Wait, what? Since when? Since how? Your face was burning, but before you could even process your own shock, another voice cut in. You are joking. All eyes turned to her. Her expression had twisted into one of pure disbelief, lips slightly parted in shock. You're actually dating her? Jungkook tilted his head, looking completely unbothered. Yep, problem? Sophie scoffed, letting out an awkward laugh. I mean, come on, Jungkook, you could have had anyone. She's your younger sister's friend. Jungkook grinned, pulling you closer. Exactly. That's why I chose her. Your breath hitched. The room erupted into a mix of gasps, teasing whistles, and shocked murmurs. June still looked frozen. I need a second. My brain just exploded. You smacked Jungkook's arm lightly, still flustered. You did that on purpose. Of course I did. I don't like leaving room for misunderstandings. He glanced at Sophie, his voice turning firm. I wanted to make sure everyone knows who I want. Sophie clenched her jaw, clearly humiliated. With an annoyed scoff, she turned on her heel and stormed off. June, meanwhile, finally snapped out of her shock and let out an excited scream. Oh my god, my best friend and my brother. She clutched her head dramatically. I did not see this coming. But after the initial shock and some dramatic threats about what she would do if he ever hurt her, she calmed down. I always knew you had a crush on him. Your face burned. I did not know. Oh, come on. At least now the truth is out, so stop hiding. I'm so happy, so happy. I just hope it's not a dream. Don't worry, it's not. Jungkook said, smiling, and then looked at you. Now let's actually enjoy my birthday together. You looked up at him, your heart still racing, and with a small smile, you nodded.